What's up, everybody, and welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is so good to have each and every one of you with me today. Now, if this is your first time to the Poindexter Lounge, know this. This is a place for nerds, and we talk about all kinds of cool, fun things here on the channel. That's right, we talk about TV shows, and movies, and games, and comic books, and Star Wars, and superheroes, and everything that goes along with that. And we talk about toys. I am a big toy collector. So is Tifftastic, who is not here right now, and also the three boys that you see here on the channel. We all collect in some way. I come to you right now from a room full of toys, and behind this green screen that you see here, whatever image that it is that I put up here, behind that is my wall of Star Wars Black Series figures. So I'm a big collector, and if you're a collector, I would love to hear from you. I would love to see things about your collection, and the way that you can do that, of course, you could leave a comment down in the comment section so that we can have a conversation about either this item or maybe something that you've come across, or hey, follow me on Twitter at Enosh Fett, or you can follow the show here at Poindexter Lounge with just an X because Twitter won't give us that extra E, or just hashtag Poindexter Lounge, and then that way we can have a conversation. You can share pictures with me. If you have this Millennium Falcon, I would love to know your story in getting it. It seems like every time I buy a toy, there's always a story with it, and this is no different. So this toy was $100 when it first came out. And I have no clue why. Honestly, I don't. Because all the other Millennium Falcons that have come out before, first of all, are better detailed. There's more playability. And, you know, a couple of them were much less than that. I mean, I can understand there's the Legacy one that is amazing in every way, is so detailed, has so many playable compartments and everything. And that one was quite a bit more. But this one I don't understand, and I've seen other people review it, so I know kind of what to expect with this, and there was no way I was shelling out $100 for this. But I was at my local Meijer, and I was going to get the little tiny one, just because I was going to hang it up here in my room, just to have a version of the Solo movie, Millennium Falcon. And I actually had to go back to the toy section to check something, and when I did, I saw this on sale, $30. What a steal. And so I had to pick it up. And so that's what we're going to review today, all right? So please let me know what you think of this item. And if you have it, I want to know your story. Because like I said, there always seems to be a story anytime I get something like this. And I love to share those stories with other collectors, okay? So let's just dive right in. I've got a knife here because I didn't want to take a lot of time trying to rip stuff apart. Voila. Okay, we'll put that to the side. So yeah, so I mean, like right off the bat, you can see this Millennium Falcon is much smaller than say another Millennium Falcon that's come out. And I'll just go off the Power of the Force Millennium Falcon. And once I get this together, I will show you the difference in size. I don't own a Legacy Millennium Falcon. Came close once, but just could not shell out the money for that playset. Have not been able to do that yet. Have not been able to pull the trigger on that. So now we got all of our pieces out. Get all that to the side here. Doesn't appear that there's any real landing gear. It looks like there's a button here on the bottom, as you can see. That goes just like that. So don't really see that. This does come with an exclusive Han Solo figure, which is pretty cool. There we go. There, right there, is the dish, the radar dish. We can pop that right in there like that. There's the gun. There's Han Solo's pistol. I don't know how well you can see that. And then here's the Han Solo figure himself. Now he's just a 5-point articulation figure. Go over this with you. Oh no, he's not. He's got more articulation. Oh my goodness, his wrists move. Wow, both of them move. And so his arms move, his head moves to the side and up and down. like that. And his legs, of course, move up and down. There are no knee bends or elbow bends, but then his hand is in kind of a pose to hold the gun there. And so he can hold his Blastech D44 pistol. And of course he has a little holster on the side here that you can place the pistol in. Hopefully it goes in all the way. Maybe. Doesn't look like it's... oh boy. Doesn't look like it actually goes in securely. I don't know. I could be wrong. I have to play with it a little bit. But you can see there the pistol goes in there. And then of course it comes with these containers just like in the movie. Okay. One of the things to note about this Falcon is that it has only the one blaster that goes here up at the top, unlike the Falcon that we all know and love. And it does not appear that this goes around. It's just straight up. And here we have these pieces. Now here's the front piece, the escape pod that of course we all flipped out about when we saw for the first time, because it was like, what is that thing? How does that play in there? It goes between the mandibles there, and we can see here it opens up and you can put a figure in there to escape. And that's always good when your escape pod holds a figure to escape. There we go. So we got that. I'll put the instructions to the side because it looks pretty straightforward. It doesn't look like there's a lot of surprises that we will see with this Falcon, because it looks like minimal pieces, to be quite honest with you. And that's a good thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I prefer minimal pieces than to have to put pieces all over everything. So here we have the two front manifold pieces. Those go on like so. One thing I did like about this movie was to see that the Falcon used to come with a lot of shielding, and apparently that all got blown away. If you saw the movie, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. But yeah, and it kind of fits together just like a puzzle. So you can see the two manifold pieces go in there. This piece, obviously right here, that you can kind of put a person maybe in. I'm not sure. You can see that right there. I don't know if a figure will fit in there or not. Doesn't really look like it, does it? And this is one of my complaints about this particular item. And that is, it looks cool to display. It makes some cool noises and such. But as far as playability, as far as being a play set, it's just not. It's not a play set like the other one. And we'll go over that in just a little while. So, like I said, we got this piece. It obviously goes in there somehow like that. Yep, just like that. And then we'll just have to figure out these other pieces here. Looks like, yep, that goes there. So it's very easy to put together, it appears. Once you get going here. Yeah, that just snaps right in. Bend it a little bit. This piece goes right here. It's got these little lips that all kind of bend nicely. You can put the canister in there. Now I'm wondering if this has a spot. Kind of goes right there. Yeah, kind of goes right there. That's good. Doesn't go fully though, does it? No, it doesn't. So you kind of got to lay it in there as well. We do that. And then of course this last piece goes right here. And there you go. And now it's all there. That's the top and the sides and the back. I mean, it looks pretty. It really does. But it's very plain. It's just the white plastic, and it is very plain. And then of course you take the manifold here, or I'm sorry, not the manifold, the escape pod, and that should just fit right in there like that. Yeah, and that completes the look. And there you have it. That is the complete look of the ship. Now, let's open up the cockpit and take a look in here. Now, this is another big complaint that I've heard from people who've done reviews of this particular ship, And that is, although the cockpit opens up nicely like that and has two handlebars there, it has two steering wheels, if you will, which we have not gotten on the Falcon, on the other mid-price Falcon. Only one figure, and I'm having a problem with this Han Solo a little bit, because this gun does not want to stay in there, and that's an issue, because that's a small, tiny gun, and to have to put it in his hand to get it to stay, that kind of defeats the purpose of having the holster. So, but when you put him in here like this, really you're only going to get the one figure in the cockpit. It's not going to fit much more, and it's only got one seat. So it's kind of silly that it only has one seat in the cockpit. We'll take some close-ups here in just a minute. But so there you go. Only one seat, and that is the entire thing fully put together. There's no stickers. There's nothing else to go on top of it. And so, so that's it. Let's take a closer look. All right, so as you can see here, this is the more classic style. This isn't an original from the 70s or the 80s, although I used to have one. My son, we actually put one together, so Landon Calrissian has one. So Lando does own the Falcon here in this home. But you can see here, side by side, the differences, I mean, it's really not even a comparison. It's a little smaller. It's not as deep. Obviously, it does not have the compartment like this one does, where the whole back came off, and you can see it's a play set, and you can play with all your figures in there and everything, and that the cockpit has room for two figures in there. Came with a lot of stickers and made sounds and stuff. Obviously, it has the quad guns here and a place in the middle for someone to sit in, and so I gotta say, this is interesting, because in the store I got this for $25 back in 1997. This was $100 here in 2018, and there's just not the same playability. It's a cool ship, and I'm glad that I have it, because it's the new ship, and we're going to put some batteries in it in a minute and see all the things that it does. But it's just not the same as the original Falcon. Or, I mean, we can't even get into talking about the legacy Falcon that is just amazing in every way, and I wish I owned. But let's take a closer look. All right, so let's take a closer look here at this Falcon. We talked about the cockpit. And as you can see, the cockpit only fits one figure, although it has two sets of handlebars. This is the piece that comes out. But here are your little pieces, and you can see that it's only that deep. So, it's really not that deep. And then here is the other only piece that is made for somebody to be able to put something in there, and it is just not that deep either. You can see in comparison to the old classic look for the Falcon, where this Falcon has a place for two figures. It's a little dusty in there, because when Han got it, it got a little dirtier. There's all kinds of cool stickers all over the place. There's the quad guns here, and it makes that sound. And of course, you remove the top. It's got all the playability in there. You can see all down in there, and you can put a figure in there to operate the quad guns. And then, of course, secret compartment with figures. And of course, this one doesn't have it, but the old one had the Jedi training ball there. And, so I think if I have to rate the two, the original is definitely a superior craft. Okay, so apparently it comes with batteries, and I was not realizing this. So here's the button here on the side. Here we have it, it lights up. It turns red there. So that's the second cycle because I went through the first cycle already. So what I'm gonna do now. Going into hyperspace. Now it's vibrating. So here is the switch below to turn the effects off or turn it from store mode into regular mode where it will make all the sounds and cool bells and whistles. And then also, upon further inspection, I discovered these right here. There is a sticker sheet, so I was wrong. There's a sticker sheet here, and it's got quite a few stickers on here to put onto the Falcon, and we will see what it looks like after those stickers are on. But first, let's demonstrate what this thing does. With some laser blasts. And if we turn it around here to the side, okay, so that's an effect that it's got that little landing gear. There you go. Let's see what this does. Oh, it may not do anything unless you have it up. Let's see. Hit it again, starts shaking. Hit it again, shakes even more. Ooh, the back popped off, front popped off. It comes to a rest. All right, so most of the stickers used are pretty subtle, actually. Nothing on the outside. You can see in here there's a couple of stickers. One right there, one right there. Sticker back here for this compartment. This compartment is just those two arrows. Here's where we get the most. Get the front console. Here, here, and here. And then this little one was extremely hard to put on. I got big fingers, as you can see. And then down deep inside here, I mean, these look cool. They do add to the look. But you see that side. Oops. And then that side. get the light here, and that side right there. There is, in the escape hatch, there are 2 stickers. There's one on that side, and then one right in there. Our canisters here go right into here. Just like that. And now it's closed. Also, along the inside of the cockpit here, so as you're looking up at the cockpit, you get these right here. And that's it. So there you have it. That is my review of the Solo Kessel Run Millennium Falcon. What do you guys think? Do you own this? Do you just love this thing? Do you have issues with it? Maybe you have the same issues that I have with it. Let me know down in the comment section, or like I said, follow me at Twitter at EnoshFet, and let's have a conversation about it, because that's what we do here on the channel. We talk about the things that we love, and we love toys, all right? So until next time, my name is Enosh, aka EnoshFet, and I love toys, and I can make the Kessel Run now in less than 12 parsecs, and I don't have to lie about it. Till next time, bye-bye.